sidelines, we say hello to Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium with over 101,000 fans in place is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Owens. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. Texas A&M going up tempo. They feed him again. Here's a little room there.
Ooh, this is good to me. I don't like all this.
Down to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Come on, Kevin.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better, sir.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Got his man. Pulled down for the tackle.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The option look. Makes it past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
They think they can impose their
oh my God.
To the right. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense. And I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverage.
Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Texas A&M going quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll go right back to it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Got the back over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in.
There's a crease. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
There he goes.
This nigga is saying.
Such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fellow.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. the quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside. It's Bishop. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Matthews. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go right back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And the Vols looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Knocked down inside the red zone, and they pick it up on 4th down to keep this drive moving. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Tennessee!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he added the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for space. It's Owens. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The give to the back. Might have a chance.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Bro, this nigga is shitting on me, bro.
This offense
this nigga gonna do 2 jump balls and shit on me both times, bro. Perfect coverage.
Speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Runs through, man. He might have some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through.
Off and running. Past the 30. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Run in the red zone, it's Gordon. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown ball! And they take it in. for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. On the run, it's Owens. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Going to try to get it himself. He hits the slide, and he's converted this 4th down to keep the drive moving.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Here's the handoff. They'll give him 4 on the pickup in 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Reed makes the grab. It's Owens. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They think there's room to run to the right here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for room. It's Morrow. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bring in the heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Reed. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was 4th down, and they'll give up the ball. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that 1st down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Davis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Runs through a tackle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down.
I'm gonna fucking
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a
big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A designed run for the quarterback.
Look, this is man right here.
Great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Reed. Pressure coming.
Bro, ain't no fucking way he's tackling me. Ain't no fucking way.
Game in this secondary, they are still covered. They're forced to keep holding on to it.
Oh, ain't no way. No, that's not even a big right there, bro.
Because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly.
Oh, it hurt me.
That allowed the pass rush to get to him.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. He's taking a deep shot.
The wrong button.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. He wants a big play. He's got it down the field. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He's not afraid to go deep.
Boom, that nigga crazy. Oh my fucking god. Hey, did you see this fucking shit? Oh my god.
This is a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Oh my god. Oh, this is crazy. I'll be mad.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. On the option. Stopped in his tracks and now have to try it again.
They say they want to turbo.
These fans raising the volume.
We believe in defense. Yo, get him out of here, pussy. Yo. That hurt him.